Today, we'll be taking a look at how Powerbrick builder Tim Summers took an old 90s BMW 1100 RS and turned it into something rare and radical. We've honestly never seen a bike like this one. The staggering number of one-off parts used in this transformation is simply awe-inspiring. So racers, start your flying brick engines and let's get to know this power-crazed Café Racer. No motorcycle encapsulates the vibe of 90s BMW sport tours quite like the K1100 RS. It had everything. 3-spoke wheels, triangular bodywork, and a stonking inline-four block, orientated horizontally in the frame. The K-series earned the nickname Flying Brick for the unorthodox engine layout. The heads are visible on one side, the crankshaft on the other. A blocky aesthetic that gave these bricks their name. But behind all of that quirkiness lay a hell of a capable machine. Although the venerable K is starting to show its age, it's finding new life on the custom scene. And one outfit has consistently produced some of the most radical K-series Café Racers we've seen, the Dutch parts specialist and custom shop Powerbrick. Powerbrick has the most apt name in the custom motorcycle business. The Dutch workshop specializes in making parts for K-series BMWs, affectionately known as flying bricks, and every part or custom bike they make has an edgy performance feel to it. Powerbrick's star is sharply on the rise. Founder Tim Summers has stunned with every K-series Café Racer he's released, refining his signature aesthetic each time. Powerbrick's Ks are razor sharp and ooze performance from every pore. Their latest project is their wildest yet. It takes cues from its predecessors, but adds several details that elevate the formula to new and improved levels. Tim's background is industrial design, and he's gone to town on this K1100, using CNC fabrication for the aluminum and stainless steel parts, and 3D printing for the front and rear bodywork. The visual lines were my main focus, he tells us. I wanted to build a bike that made sense from every direction, with the main line being the top curve, running from the front of the Coso Thunderbolt headlight over the tank to the rear cowl. One hallmark of Powerbrick's work is their expertise in working around the K1100's heavily scalloped OEM fuel tank. They've developed a subframe machined from a solid 220-pound aluminum billet that hosts the seat, tail cowl, and upper shock mount. Aggressively abbreviated and tapered, it aligns perfectly with the stock tank. The subframe attaches to the bike by way of a pair of mounting brackets that are welded to the main frame. An LED taillight with integrated turn signals is embedded out back, while luxurious upholstery by Gero and Bonister at Silver Machine adorns the saddle. A multifaceted fairing sits at the opposite end of the K1100. The front of it resembles a traditional Café Racer headlight nacelle, but the rear half has a sportier bend, tucking effortlessly into the fuel tank's flanks. It houses a Coso LED headlight and LED turn signals that are embedded into flared bits on the sides. We tried to build the ultimate Café Racer and have been wanting to do the full fairing for a long time, Tim says. It's fully 3D printed in a carbon compound material. We CNC'd a full bracket to hold the headlight, fairing, and the Motogadget Motoscope Pro Speedo. Running through the fairing are the forks from a BMW S1000RR superbike, fitted with Öhlins NIX30 cartridges and anodized red. They're held in place by a set of black anodized aluminum Powerbrick yokes. A fully adjustable shock does duty at the back, custom built with a red spring by TFX suspension in the Netherlands. This makes the bike low and gives it an aggressive stance. That stance is accentuated by the swing arm, which has been extended by 15mm, about 5/8 of an inch, despite the complexity of the power lever design. Tim didn't cheap out on the wheels either. This K rolls on a set of jaw-dropping forged carbon hoops from Rotobox, taking full advantage of the bike's single-sided swing arm to create a striking visual effect. The braking system is all Brembo, with Venhill hoses linking everything up. Powerbrick paid a whole lot of attention to the BMW's engine too. The big brick was overhauled and ported and benefits from an NGK ignition system and new Bosch injectors. An aluminum radiator from RC Racing helps the K1100 run cooler, with Samco hoses offering another tasteful pop of red. The K1100 RS engine pumps out around 100 horsepower in stock form, but Tim has boosted this with DNA air filters, new ignition parts, and top-spec Bosch EV14 injectors. He's also ported the intakes to get more air entering the engine and slightly advanced the timing. The intake features a row of custom-branded DNA filters. Gnarly 4x1 hand-welded stainless steel headers expel gases from the motor, exiting via a Powerbrick muffler. We can only imagine how this thing must sound at full throttle. Powerbrick rewired the bike too, using a Motogadget control box and keyless ignition, a Noco lithium battery, and a C-Tech battery management system. You'll find backlit Motogadget switches in the cockpit, along with Brembo master cylinders, AEM reservoirs, a domino throttle, and built-well grips. Powerbrick rear sets sit lower down. The K's radical stance and tight proportions are matched by a tasteful metal flake grey paint job, executed by Royal Custom Works. Final details include a smorgasbord of black finishes and a pair of custom-made monochrome BMW Randalls. Once again, Tim and Co have impressed with their ability to extract the maximum potential from the BMW K1100 RS. This K perfectly illustrates their evolution, and with any luck, is a taste of things to come. So let's take one last look at Powerbrick's monstrous K1100 Café Racer.